Baby Gourmet Foods is located in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. We sell, manufacture, and market organic baby food, toddler snacking, and kid snacking products across both Canada and the US.
My sister and I started Baby Gourmet 10 years ago, driven by the need for high-quality baby food for my firstborn. We started selling our food at a local farmers market and have since grown the company to Canada's leading brand of organic baby food. We happened to come to market right at the perfect time when the category for baby food was stagnant. We were able to bring in innovation to something that hadn't seen innovation in 50 years, which really gave us an opportunity to grow and become the company that we are today.
Baby Gourmet was founded on a belief that there was a better choice for moms and their families than currently existed in the marketplace. And having an absolute passionate team of individuals that drive behind this common purpose that we believe there is better food choices for families, parents, kids, teens, and adults out there, and we really want to make a difference every day in bringing that to life. In less than 4 years since moving into the retail landscape, this company has led the category innovation, and now 1 in 3 parents across the country are feeding their children Baby Gourmet products. That's why we're here today.
We'd like to thank the Canadian Chamber of Commerce and Grant Thornton for putting an event like this together. These companies deserve recognition, and it's a lot of work to grow a business. Staying true to your vision and your belief and your underlying passion of why you're doing what you're doing will take you to where you need to go. At the end of the day, we're feeding babies, and it doesn't get any more fun than that.
Cooke Aquaculture is a fish farming company. We have operations in all around the globe in salmon farming and sea bass and sea bream farming. And we also do some wild fishing. So we export our products to the global market, and we're family owned. We're quite proud of that, being a private family owned company based here in Canada. In Charlotte County, New Brunswick, where it's a very small coastal communities, and that's where our headquarters is based. I think it's a sustainable industry. I think it's an industry that feeds the population. As we know, the world population continues to grow and needs protein. We have a good team in place, a unique team. They have caliber and success in different parts of the business. And when you get into a challenge, they come to the forefront and really make sure this team shines. The other thing is, you know, part of our strategy as a business, when you have a global platform, you can have one of those legs globally, you know, in one region of the world maybe have a challenge or a problem. The other regions or legs in the world kind of hold you up, and that's part of that's part of our strategy is that we have a good platform over a lot of different regions and a lot of different species that allow us to take on challenges if one area becomes in a challenge. I'm big on the growth. I think you have to grow the business and grow it wisely, but putting the right team in place and always getting a team that's kind of ahead of your growth curve. Don't wait till after you grow, then put the team in place and then do the growth. And you got to make sure you bring the talent to board to drive your company. That's a very crucial part that I think a lot of people miss. Other people think, well, let's grow, and we'll get the people on the way or afterwards. But you really need that solid team to do that growth curve. And we've done that. We've got an incredible team. You know, Cooke has had a great relationship with Grant and Thornton over the years. They've been there from the beginning. You know, we're 30 years old as a company, and we're 30 years with Grant and Thornton. And those, as well as working with the Canadian Chamber of Commerce, you know, we thank them for their efforts and work, and we're quite excited to be nominated.
I'm Graham Rosenberg. I'm the co-founder and CEO of dentalcorp. I co-founded the business in 2011 with my partner, Dr. Andrew Meikle, and the ambition for the business was to set out to revolutionize the business of dentistry in Canada. We started with about 8 locations and a vision to build a company which was focused on acquiring and partnering with leading growth-oriented general and specialist dental practitioners, and to support those dental practitioners in the growth of their businesses. We've grown since then in 4 short years to approximately 150 locations across the country from coast to coast, and we generate over $300 million of revenues and about $70 million of EBITDA. I think what we've done best is stick to our knitting. We've stuck to 3 core growth agendas, one being acquisitive, so to acquire as many practices as we possibly could in a short time. Organic growth, we have a team of marketing professionals, recruiting professionals, training and development professionals, and the third part is doing de novos and new builds in markets that are growing where there isn't a large degree of saturation of dental practices, and we now have a blueprint for achieving our ambitions, which is to double every 3 years. My advice for any company owners out there is stick to your plan, implement it in bite-sized chunks of 2 to 3 years, and hire the best people you possibly can, and give those people a portfolio and a job that they absolutely love, and let them become as great as they can possibly be. First off, I would like to thank my team again publicly for the amazing effort that everybody's put forth in allowing us to be nominated for this remarkable award. I want to thank Thornton and the Canadian Chamber of Commerce for all the work that they're putting on behind the scenes to make this award as prestigious as it is. It's great to have awards like this, which is public validation of what we're doing. We would be privileged to be counted amongst the winners of past years.
I'm Boris Serebryanny, CEO and President of Fiera Food.
I am Alex Garber, CEO of Fiera Foods. And in 1987, I started Fiera Food with a couple people.
I joined Alex in late 1989.
I started with 4,200 square feet. Today, size is 750,000 square feet, state-of-the-art bread bakery. And we have 1,500 employers, and I hope next year is going to be more.
We're producing daily from 2 to 2.5 million croissants, around the same amount of bagel, plus we're producing all other product about the same quantity. More than 100 trailers a day, 85% crossing south of the border, United States. I feel from my ideas from engineering side, together with Alex in production, we grew organically. That's, I feel, that our success together. We work very hard with our people. That's the very important thing in a company like ours, and always been. If we present the product is high quality and we can produce in a high quantity. We'll be honored to receive award. It's very, very important for the people who work here hard to have that award. And obviously for me and my partner, it will be a kind of privilege to have that.
My name is Warren Roy. I am the founder and CEO of Global Relay. Global Relay is a Vancouver-based technology services company that serves the global financial sector. We've been in business for a little over 16 years and employ roughly 380 people, largely in Vancouver, but have offices equally in Chicago, New York, and London. I'm often asked for advice by Canadian startups, and what I recognize is that Canada is a great place to start and run a business, but your real opportunities to drive revenue are going to come from abroad. They're going to come from the United States, from the UK, from Europe and Asia. So really turn your focus to driving revenues from the global stage. It has a huge opportunity. One of our proudest moments was being named by Gartner as a leader in the Magic Quadrant 3 years in a row for the services that we provide the global financial sector. Driving constant growth is always a challenge for any firm, but one of the key pivotal moments for us was seizing the opportunity to land some key European banks, today of which amount to about 25% of the company's revenue. I'd like to thank Thornton and the Chamber of Commerce for the exposure they give all the entrepreneurial firms that are participating in the Private Business Growth Awards. It's an excellent opportunity to build the brand of any technology company in Canada, and it's hugely appreciated by Global Relay.
I'm Victoria Sopik, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Kids & Company. So Kids & Company was founded in 2002 by myself and Jennifer Nashmi to create and solve a problem for working parents. So we call ourselves corporate childcare, but what we provide is guaranteed, flexible, full-time emergency and backup childcare for working parents. You log onto our website and book a spot, and you can guarantee a space for your child. So we don't have things like waiting lists, we don't have uncertainty for parents. It's a guarantee that's a real key part of our offering. We work with companies to provide this guaranteed or flexible childcare for their employees. The problem is most Canadian companies have locations all across the country. And so when we started, we wanted to just be in Toronto and kind of figure it out before we started to expand. What happened to us is the companies who wanted to be our clients said, we need you to have childcare in the other cities in Canada where we have offices. So what that did is it forced a very quick expansion on us. And within our very early years of operating, we were in Montreal, we were in Ottawa, we were in Calgary, and we're trying to figure out how to do it here and there and manage from afar. 14 years later, we have learned how to do it, but it was a challenge to do it at the start, that's for sure. One of the key differentiators between what we offer and what we think other childcare center operators offer is a really high level of customer service. We always wondered if we could open up in the US. And what was interesting to us is as we researched childcares in the US, we discovered that we couldn't find any that had that same kind of high level of customer service or caring. Most of the childcare companies that we looked at in the US were just like, you're lucky to have a spot in childcare, you know, you're lucky to even get in the door to see us. And that kind of attitude was not what we're about. We're grateful that you've come to us for childcare. We want you here, we want to look after your child. That was a real pivotal moment when we decided that we could open in Chicago, when we could be competitive because we had a different way to market ourselves than our competitors. No one has done what we've done for childcare, which is to open up high-quality childcare centers across the whole entire country, from region to region, to support working families. We have hundreds of employers that are clients. We have thousands of employees, and we're just growing and we're getting better and better, and no one else has done that, and I think that we will be, and very happy to be a great Canadian success story.
I'm Mark Wallace. I'm president of Medgate Inc. We sell data management software to environmental, health, and safety professionals employed by global corporations to prevent injuries in the workplace and also adverse health impacts on employees. I was hired by Medgate a little over 12 years ago, and at that time I was the 4th president in 4 years. The company was losing money. Flash forward, today we are the best in the world at what we do. Many of the world's most recognizable corporate brands are Medgate customers. We're proof that a Canadian software company can compete with the best in the world. Medgate's key to success is that we have an extraordinary corporate culture based on core values of product innovation, customer satisfaction, and respect for employees. So the employees at Medgate understand they're contributing to the saving of lives. In terms of growth opportunities we've seized, years ago we set a strategy to gain a larger presence in global markets. We talked to customers in those countries, we gained an understanding of their global requirements, we made the necessary investments, and today 50% of our revenues come from the United States, and an additional 35% come from markets outside of North America. And that gives us diversification that's particularly helpful recently with the decline in the value of the Canadian dollar. Advice I would give other private business owners: never, ever stop listening to your customers. Stay humble. Keep seeking out opportunities to learn. Surround yourself with great people. Focus on building recurring revenues. That's what will give you not just growth, but sustained growth. For a number of years, we've had 30% top line annual revenue growth, but also a 30% pre-tax profit margin. We also have an award-winning employee engagement score. It sounds simple, but it's amazing what happy employees can accomplish for customers. It would be an extreme privilege to win the Private Business Growth Award. Even being a finalist, that will give us a leg up in continuing to attract the best talent in the marketplace. My thanks to Grant Thornton and the Chamber of Commerce for celebrating the success of private companies in this country.
I'm David Sung, president of Nicola Wealth Management. I provide operational as well as strategic direction to our company's advisory as well as marketing teams. Nicola Wealth Management is an independent private wealth management firm headquartered in Vancouver and serving affluent families across Canada through our offices here in BC as well as Ontario. Well, Nicola Wealth Management began as a 7-person operation managing 80 million in assets, and today we have 130 people across 4 offices now managing close to 4 billion in assets. Nicola Wealth Management's growth story is one of what I think we would describe as organic growth, using a combination of goal setting and strategy to help take our organization to the next level. And that process for us was about making sure we really understood what is our current reality, being very clear around that, and then coming together as an organization where we would collectively decide what's that future reality that we want our company to look like, and then reverse engineer the steps that we would need to take in order to reach that new future reality. Culture is a key success ingredient from our perspective, and the benefits of having a world-class culture is that you have a lineup of great talented individuals looking just to get into your door as a place to work, and that helps us to continue to make sure that we have some of the best people working for us. Being recognized as one of Canada's leading organizations through this Growth Award is certainly a great honor, and it's something that Grant Thornton and the Chamber of Commerce has provided to us as an opportunity, and it's certainly something that we have been very proud to be involved with.
Hi, my name is Jason Castellan. I'm the CEO and co-founder of the Skyline group of companies. We're a privately held, fully integrated real estate company that buys real estate and marries private investor capital with those real estate acquisitions to come into one of our 3 REITs, our Skyline Apartment REIT, Skyline Commercial REIT, and the Skyline Retail REIT. And those are 3 opportunities that our group of companies manage from A to Z. We do the acquisitions, the property management, we finance the properties, and we even from time to time sell those properties, all on behalf of our unit holders. One of the biggest pivotal growth opportunities that we seized was when we hired our first employee. That was a real eye-opener for us to realize that there are people out there that are like-minded with us, that work as hard as we do, and that are going to contribute and compound the growth that we can achieve. So from employee number 1 to employee number 600 plus that we have today across our companies, it's really helped us move forward and has been a very, very important part of our business. And we continue to grow as our real estate grows throughout the province of Ontario to coast in Canada. Some of the proudest moments in growing our business is to see and hear from our employees, our investors, of the difference that Skyline has made in their life, whether offering them an opportunity to challenge themselves and grow with us, or to offer returns to investors. When you get somebody telling you what a difference you make for them, those are very proud moments for me. We used to think that we were in the bricks and mortar business, where now we realize we're really in the people business. We're rooted in real estate, we're powered by people, and we're growing for the future. This award program that Grant Thornton puts on has been an amazing soapbox for private companies like ours to stand on and tell our story to the world. It's given us tremendous exposure and great recognition as a company that's really growing and doing things. And I'm really appreciative of the fact that we're here today, because working very hard every day does pay off and you do get recognized for it. So this is a great opportunity for us. Thank you, Grant Thornton, for another opportunity to be here this year. It's great companies like you giving us the chance to tell our story.
Hi, I'm Paul Seed. I'm CEO of StarTech.com. We make it easy for IT professionals to get those hard-to-find parts they need. We started in 1985. It was a kind of a low-funded operation from our basement and grew it from there. We started with dust covers, then office products, cables, then we went into hard-to-find IT connectivities, and that's where we are now. Started out in Canada, expanded to the US, and now we're in 15 different countries. We focus around the customer. A lot of our competitors focus on one narrow product. All those small, hard-to-find connectivity parts is one problem, and we focus right on that. So there's always challenges when you're in a growing company as you hit those different kind of scaling points. When you're a 10-man operation, you've got some challenges. When you get to 100 people, you have to rethink the way you do everything. 250, you have to rethink it again. We're at 400 now, we've got to rethink the way we run our business. And they're a little different in every business, but for us, that was a really big challenge. The other piece is just international expansion. How do you run an international organization? How do you deal with different languages? How do you deal with different cultures? When we realized that our business model worked from Canada, US, Mexico, UK, we knew that we had a model that would work anywhere. That was a big part of allowing the company to get to the next level. So the other piece is learning. I think you can't learn enough. A lot of times as an entrepreneur, you're doing something that you've never done before. Having that ability to bounce your ideas off other people and learn from their experience is critical. So I don't think you can spend enough time learning, because really the more you learn, the better you are able to handle those challenges.